a generation of cancellation. Like, everybody's canceling everybody. Like, we're not scared. We're very ruthless, and they will get you. And then she's sitting here crying. And
that episode of these three in today's age would have never passed.
Never
passed.
Never.
Who do you think you are? No,
never. You know what? I would have loved to be there in that club era.
Because today it ain't giving.
It's not giving.
What do we have today? Ice Spice?
Yeah. You think you the shit? You're not even the fart. And then on top of that, you have to remix it. So, like, you know it's gonna give. You think you're the shit. You're not even the fart. Boom. That's what it's gonna give. Like, everything that happened to these people in those years, especially like Michael Jackson. We can speak about Michael Jackson too. Michael Jackson and his breakdown and going from black to white. Like, we didn't know what he was like in the 80s. Yeah. And then when he transitions into 2000, it's kind of like, what are these people doing to these kids from a young age? Oh my god. Hey, and welcome back to another episode of AoY. And just a friendly reminder, we're talking about the most iconic moments in music, fashion, TV, movies, whatever it is that you want in the 90s and the Y2K era. And today we are with
Kitya.
And I'm Eloise, and I hope you guys like this episode. So back to music, but this time,
back to music.
Woman in power.
Period. Woman like me. No. Who run the world, girls? Who run the world, girls? Who run the world, girls? Who run this mother, girls? Who run this mother, girls? All right. Okay. So we're going to talk about how women mark a significant period of evolution and empowerment in the music industry. Period. In the 2000s, in the 90s a little bit. Yeah. And with who do you want to start?
Listen, should we start with Britney Spears?
I know you were gonna look. My first paragraph is Britney Spears, Princess of Pop.
Period. Britney Spears, she started so young. She started with Justin Timberlake.
And they were
doing Disney. Yeah. And it's just like, you saw her evolution from there, and then you have her sister who just grew up on Nickelodeon. So then with everything that's out, everything that's happened to her throughout the years, the media, the paparazzi, should I say, the shaving her head, getting her kids getting ripped out of her like home. It's just like, I don't know if you know, like when she had her mental breakdown and she had to go through rehab, they took her kids. So then they were like basically telling her, like, if you want to see your kids, you have to do this, and this.
Who were telling her that?
Her parents. Her parents. Because I think her sister there was one video, her sister was performing, I guess, a tribute for her at one of these award shows. And they were like, if you don't show up for this, you're not seeing your kids. You're not seeing your kids. So then it's kind of like they're giving her ultimatums. They're threatening her. If you don't do this, you're not doing that. And look at her right now.
Why would they do that?
It's, I guess, part of their like religion. I don't remember what it's called, but like there was a whole thing when her book came out, she spoke about how her parents were very like conservative, and then they had a certain way of doing things. So it's basically like the abuse of her, because like she said, Britney Spears, in one of her song Piece of Me, she said that she is the American dream. Like in her song Piece of Me, she explains everything that she went through, and it's one of my favorites. She's saying, you guys criticize me when I'm too thin, when I'm too fat, when I'm too rich, when I'm doing this. You guys say that I strip in the street. You think I'm not. You think I'm an unfit mother. When I tell you to stay away from me, you tell me off. So then it's kind of like, what is right for me to do for you? And then her parents are not helping the case either. Her sister was not helping either. Everybody was playing with her mental. Everybody was playing with her money. I really feel bad. Her husband, ex-husbands. I just feel bad for Britney Spears.
To be honest, yes, because we didn't have the peak Britney Spears.
We didn't see her in the 90s. We had the 2000s breakdown. Exactly. We had the breakdown. Like everything that happened to these people in those years, especially like Michael Jackson. We can speak about Michael Jackson too. Michael Jackson and his breakdown and going from black to white. Like, we didn't know what he was like in the 80s. Yeah. And then when he transitions into 2000, it's kind of like, what are these people doing to these kids from a young age?
Michael, it's another story.
It's just another story.
Time. Like,
definitely.
It's way too big.
It's definitely. But I'm just saying, what are these parents doing to those kids?
I think it was just like, they just wanted money.
That definitely.
Because it was either for music and acting. Like if we're talking about Drew Barrymore, it's the same thing. Yeah. her parents were abusive. Same history from Britney Spears to
Drew Barrymore. It's crazy that your parents are only there profiting off of you to make money.
But I think it was normal back in the day.
It's not that it's being normal, but you need to be like a force of protection for your kids. You're supposed to be
there were no
the
protection for them. There
you're
were no
supposed to be
laws for them.
the safe space. So to them, whatever was in that contract is nothing that you could do wrong. So then some parents, because I don't know if you saw Quiet on Set for Nickelodeon, they were speaking about it for like the whole Amanda Bynes situation, Drake Bell, Josh Peck, etc., etc. They were all saying things like, "This is what happened on set, and nobody had our backs." So this is why a lot of them end up spiraling and then going on drug. Like same thing with Orlando Brown from That's So Raven, spiraling. Raven spiraled, and she had an amazing music career too. She did Cheetah Girls. She sang the theme song for That's So Raven.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying, like, whatever is happening behind closed doors for these people, the parents are not helping either. Because if your kid is coming back home to you and saying the producer did this to me, said that to me, aren't you supposed to be protecting your kids?
But if they're making money though,
but that's the problem. If
to rich,
but some people were already in that money, so not necessarily being broke. Some of them already had that money. So it's just a question of, okay, you don't want to protect your kids because of money and fame and power. But then when they're spiraling down, breaking down, they're going to rehab. Selena Gomez too, in and out of rehab. Like,
oh well,
yes, in and out of rehab while she was with Justin Bieber. They took a lot of videos and pictures. You didn't know that Selena Gomez was in and out of rehab.
No.
Yes.
Okay, so Selena, Miley,
Demi Lovato,
shit,
a lot of them. So it's not just like the whole like Selena Gomez and Demi Lovato started on Barney's, and then again, children actors, and then what are you doing to these kids? They're getting these big hits on TV, doing movies, albums, dropping albums on albums on albums, and then at some point, when it's done, it's done. But then some of them are lucky they got to change their lives around and then make more money and be advocates for their situations. But not everybody gets to do that. Look at Amanda Bynes.
So we're talking about music in the 2000s and the 90s. So the 2000s saw the rise of iconic female pop artists like Britney Spears, Christina Aguilera, and Beyonce, who dominated the charts and shaped pop culture with their music and personas. Personas. No, but like what did they incarnate? Like it says they they shape pop culture with their music and personas. What personas they did?
Like personalities. Just who they are, their character.
Okay.
Yeah.
But their own characters.
Kind of, yeah.
Not.
Because who you show on the camera doesn't necessarily mean shows who you are behind cameras. That's what they're trying to say. So what you show to us is your persona, but it doesn't necessarily mean that what's behind closed doors is who you are. Because I said, a lot of them go through breakdowns and there's that and a third, and everybody.
Do you think Beyonce went to multiple breakdowns?
I believe so with Jay-Z.
You always have to bring him up. every episode, you have to bring him up.
With Jay-Z, I believe so. But then you know what? In her song, Six and Carriages, she said like she had to do a lot of things from the age of 15, 16 to where she is now. For her kids, for who she is. Like just as a young, as a teenager, she had to give up a lot of things just to have this fame and be who she is today. Like it's not that easy.
Do you think she regrets it?
I don't think so, because then at the same time, when you're a kid and you see fame, you see money, because it's always like it's exciting, but to what point? To the point that you're gonna put your life in danger? Is that Beyonce hides things better? She has better marketing, so she doesn't necessarily have to like have people criticize her.
When you think about Beyonce, what do you think of? Beyonce. But like when I'm thinking about Beyonce, I'm thinking about performing. Like I went to her concert last year, and it was the best concert I have ever been my entire life. No cap.
Yeah.
Like her singing, her dancing, her performing, the fans, the environment, it was so welcoming to everyone. So to me, Beyonce is just the greatest performer, one of the greatest performers of all time. When I think about Christina Aguilera, it's vocals. The way
Okay,
she
I
can
see
go
what you mean.
all the way up to all the way down to
Whatever that means.
yeah. But to me, it's just vocals, like vocals, just vocals.
See, I didn't see Beyonce. Well, yes, Beyonce is definitely a great performer. She's always been that great. I don't know. To me nowadays, I just see Beyonce as a meme. Like every time I see or open something, it's always someone saying something funny about Beyonce, or Beyonce has a funny look, or Beyonce has those funny interviews, and I'm just like, Beyonce, you ate that.
It's true, but I'm talking about the artist, not like the persona, just the artist. When she's on stage,
she's great. I haven't seen her perform. I'm not a big Beyonce fan. Yes, I do have her album.
I'm a Beehive.
But
Cobra Carter, she did that.
I don't know. She has great songs. I'm not a hater. Would I pay to go see her in concert? I don't know.
I think I would again.
I feel like I would get overwhelmed.
Why?
I don't know.
What do you mean overwhelmed?
I feel like it's a lot going on when Beyonce performs.
I went to her Renaissance tour and I don't think so. Like
I
cried,
watching,
no cap.
Yeah.
When she came out of the stage, I literally cried. Like I bawled.
So if too much is going on, I'm gonna go in defensive mode and I'm just gonna block out everything. I'm gonna block out everything that's going around me. I'm not even gonna be focusing on the performance. I was seeing the videos of like everything, and I'm just like, I'm good where I'm at home.
But I was in the stands. I was not.
But whether it's stands or floor, I just I did the Travis Scott concert. And like I stayed far away from like the mosh pit. People thought I was in the mosh pit.
It's not the same crowd.
It's not the same crowd. But still, it's a lot of people on the floor regardless. It's a lot of people. And then people would think that like I was literally like by the stage to Travis Scott and his ass. No, I zoomed in. I zoomed into Power 7 completely just to have his face. But I was next to security. Because I need to assess and find my exits. In case something breaks out, I just need to know I could be gone.
Running.
Like I go to so many. I've gone to other concerts, and I would just like make sure I take a seat next to the stairs, not in between people, and near an exit. I need to know where the exits are. If something breaks down, if I don't feel good, I need to know I can run off. I am not sitting in between people. I'm not getting pushed left and right. Like I can never focus on something. You know, we went to hockey games too. Plus, there's a moment I couldn't even focus. I was like looking behind me, next to me. I'm like, what the hell is going on? Like,
Are you paranoid?
No, I'm not paranoid, but I just don't like those vibes. I'm not a big extrovert to that point. When we go to festivals, I stay far away from the crowd. Like I look left and right. Like I can't focus.
But last time we went to a festival, we were in the crowd.
I did not like it. I didn't enjoy myself.
Why did you say it?
I was just like, I'm gonna be there, but like I was ready to leave. Like I was looking to the nearest way to get out of there. I was like, where's an empty spot so I could just run.
Okay, good to know for next time.
I don't like to be in the middle of the mosh pit, the groups, the raves, all of that. Let me be in the back.
Okay, so in the 2000s, there was the rise of female songwriters such as Alicia Keys. And do you think today people are writing their own songs like they were back in the days?
Half and half. It depends who we're talking about.
Like, let's say Billie Eilish. She wrote her own songs with her brother.
I believe. It's just, I don't know, like, does Doja Cat write her own songs? 50-50. I feel like you can see in the credits when a song, like, under the credits, you see, like, if they co-wrote the song. If at least they co-wrote the song, that's fine. But if it's a whole bunch of people...
Do you think sometimes they
lie? Not necessarily, because if you know how good they are, like, Drake's writes his own song that's outside of the box, but whatever. Rihanna has a lot of songs that she didn't write.
Yeah, that I know.
Lot
that I know.
So then a lot of people write. Sia, who's a great singer herself, wrote for a lot of people.
Yeah.
Victoria Monet wrote a lot for Ariana Grande.
Oh mama, oh my hood, I look fly, I look good. You can touch my back, wish you could. I look fine, whatever.
Yep. But like I'm saying, so like a lot of them have they're great, and some of them I think they need to try their vocals as songwriters. Like it took a lot of time for
BB. Do you know BB
Rexha?
Yeah, she was a songwriter before
I did not know
becoming she did multiple songs for different genres of music, and then she
became but I do believe some of them need to like get back on the writing, especially this generation. Like, it's hard for us for a lot of us to relate through your words when it's not true. Unless it's like a fun song, like you just want to, fine.
Do you think
but if
female
you're trying
rappers
yeah.
write their own songs?
Then again, it depends. Because I know some of the City Girl songs, I think JT wrote. Lotto writes her songs, but she also co-wrote. So I don't know about Megan Thee Stallion if she writes. I want to believe she writes her songs. But I don't know. Like, I think we all want to believe that our favorite artist writes their own songs until you see those credits. And then you're like, right. So then you know that J-Lo does not write her own songs.
Is it her real voice?
I was waiting for you to bring the... Let's talk about J-Lo.
Let's talk about
Jennifer. Jennifer. I don't remember who brought her up, but they were saying back in it because I remember seeing a documentary in high school. It's always in high school they show you the most random things. So I was in high school, right? And then the teacher was like, yeah, let me show you this documentary, this like little video they made about Jennifer Lopez. You know, back in my day, she wasn't all of that. So I don't even know why she's still in the spotlight. And then they basically in the video, you see that she can't sing. And that's like 90s, 2000s. Like that was before Jenny on the Block. And I was like, so you mean to tell me that the song that she got fame off is Jenny on the Block after all these years? And is Jenny really from the Block? Because we all trying to figure out what block this is on.
She's talking about the Bronx.
Still, people in the Bronx are trying to figure out what block she's talking about. Even the people in the Bronx are like, what block? We trying to see what block you're talking about. Because you're talking about when I was 16 and my hair was crazy like this and I could run like a little girl crazy, no care in the world. What block was that? Because you keep talking about the block, but what block? Because nobody talks about you in the block, on the block. It's so many videos, and then you see she made her own movie, documentary, and you see everybody denying her, rejecting her. Yeah. And then she's crying about it.
But the thing is, it's very vague in my head, but what my sister told me is that she took someone's spot.
Yeah.
I don't know what was her name. What's understand when you call, always on time. Her that sings that.
Aaliyah?
No,
Aaliyah. Ashanti.
Okay, so Ashanti made a song with Ja Rule. Next thing you know, the song went to Jennifer Lopez and Ja Rule.
Yeah, cool. With the
so
video.
there was a whole story about
because they're
these
saying there's
three.
a lot of other songs that like Ashanti like sang on, and then she just took the song.
Yeah. And
sometimes
like, you still hear her.
Ashanti. Meghan Trainor too. She took one of Meghan Trainor's song, and you hear Meghan Trainor in the back of the song completely, like the whole time.
I hope they get their money.
I hope they got their money. I don't know if Meghan Trainor spoke about it because I know she's very active on TikTok. Yeah. I don't know if she addressed it or not, or maybe she's not going to address it. And then she's happy that people are seeing how Jennifer Lopez is, because this is a generation of cancellation. Like everybody's canceling everybody. Like we're not scared. We're very ruthless. So you have to be careful.
That episode of these three in today's age would have never passed. Never passed. Who do you think you are? No, never. Like people are ruthless and they will get you. And then she's sitting here crying, and then people don't even like Ben Affleck either, and he's supposed to be our Superman. So like, come on now, like it makes no. Yeah, Batman. Oh, Ben Affleck was Batman. Yeah. It's Henry Cavill that was Superman. Yeah, sorry. Henry. Sorry, Henry. You know what? I would have loved to be there in that club era. Okay, we gotta talk about club eras because today it ain't giving.
It's not giving.
It's not giving. Back then, bro,
it was
Black Eyed Peas, Flo Rida, Destiny's Child, T-Pain. What do we have today? Ice Spice.
Yeah. You think you this shit? You're not even the fart. How do you like do that in the club? And then on top of that, you have to remix it. So like it's gonna give. You think you're the shit. You're not even a fart. Boom, boom, boom. That's what it's gonna give. And
but now people go to my piano style.
Literally.
They get the shit
at this point. Literally.
It's now that.
So I'm like,
nah, bring back old music.
Literally.
Okay, let's talk about groups, okay? Because girl groups and collaboration in the 2000s, they saw a huge resurgence of girl groups like Destiny's Child, the emergence of Pussycat Dolls. Do you know Sugar Babes?
Nope.
I don't either, but whatever.
No offense.
These groups showcase the power of female solidarity through their music and performance.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's talk about Girlicious because I did not know.
Okay, so
I did not know, guys.
Clearly, you was not in your reality TV era. So Girlicious, I remember very
Where are they coming from? So they're the juniors of Pussycat Dolls.
Basically, what happened is that Pussycat Doll was looking for another generation of artists to come under them. So the show was called Pussycat Doll Presents Girlicious. So basically, all they had to do is a group of women, a whole amount of women who wanted to be as famous as the Pussycat Doll, but they were just creating a group. It's like when you watch the X Factor and then you see Fifth Harmony or like Little Mix come together. That's exactly the same. So then you have to learn how to dance. You need to learn how to have vocal abilities. So they went through a lot of trials until.
Do they get royalties from
I don't know. Because those royalties for Girlicious, I would assume, since it's the same writers and choreographers and management as Pussycat Doll, I don't know how those contracts went down. It's still a shady moment. A lot of them are struggling. I don't know if you know JoJo, who sings "Get Out," right? Lost all her royalties. They did not respect her. So like,
yo, the JoJo case was something.
It broke my heart, man. We loved you in Aquamarine,
girl. Do you think if JoJo didn't get screwed, she would have become better than Taylor Swift?
Different eras. Because Taylor Swift started as a country singer. JoJo was a pop singer. Taylor Swift later on transitioned through her beef with Katy Perry to become a pop singer. JoJo was already there. Because she was giving very much that R&B Y2K era. There's a lot of white girls back in that time who did give. The vocals was giving very much R&B. She doesn't have that, Taylor Swift. Because she had been as great as maybe Christina Aguilera or Gwen Stefani or whoever. Yeah, she could have. Because she'd been...
Who are you talking to?
JoJo.
About? Okay.
JoJo.
Okay.
She could have been as great as them. She could have been as great as... Did you know Lindsay Lohan had a singing career too?
No.
Well, she did too. So
she knows how to sing?
She knows how to... Well, I don't know if she knows how to sing. I don't know if they played a little bit of surgery on those vocals in the studio. But I don't know if they did that. Paris Hilton too. So I'm just saying, like, she is one of those people who was in that group because of her acting career who just went down. She could have been as great as Britney Spears at that if we can compare it to that at this point.
Okay.
It's just, I'm sorry, they did her dirty. Yeah. She was a kid. Again, like I'm saying, the parents are probably seeing the money and not reading the contracts foolproof with a lawyer, and then this is what happens.
Damn. So the majority of time, the problem is the parents.
You're not reading anything. I don't know if you're not reading anything. I just don't know, like, if you're reading the contract and you're understanding in your own words and you're not seeing it with insurance, you're not seeing it with a lawyer, a notary or something. You're not seeing it with these people because these people are the ones who can reread everything for you and make sure that you get your money foolproof. And the fact that we had to find out in 2015 or 16, I don't remember, around that time, 17 maybe or 18, this is how we found out that she never got her royalties for her music. And then she has such great music. She should have been bigger than anything. I
got a question for you. Okay, let's go back in the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
Who is the queen of pop? Madonna or Janet Jackson?
Ooh.
Because I had a discussion with my sister and my mother, and they were saying that Madonna was for the white people and Janet Jackson was for the black people. Like my mom said that she in the Nasty video music of Janet Jackson, she had like a haircut. My mom had the same haircut. She was influenced by Janet Jackson so much. And I wanted to have your opinion on that.
Thing is, I don't know like when Madonna started her career. I know that
in the 80s.
Janet Jackson started very young.
Yeah.
So then she would have a much more better experience than Madonna. I'm not discrediting Madonna at all. I don't know if she started younger and she just got her fame when she was a little bit older in the 80s, like you said. Yeah. But Janet Jackson, the Jackson 5, been there when they were little kids. So she grew up in that industry. So it's a question of, like we said, Madonna is for the white people, and then, because, what's the song? Material Girls, or what was the other
Material
one?
Girl. I ain't got one.
No,
sorry.
Girl.
It just popped out in my head.
That's another one. Or Like a Virgin.
Yeah.
Like, she had her moment. She's as good as Cyndi Lauper when she had Girls Just Want to Have Fun.
Yeah.
But Janet Jackson is in her own thing with Whitney Houston.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like you can't compare apple with oranges. They're both really great.
Yeah.
I've listened more to Madonna than I've listened to Janet Jackson.
Me too.
Because
that's what I'm saying. Could we put colors? Like, Beyonce's for the black people, Taylor Swift is for the white people.
I feel it's
I still listen to Taylor Swift, some of her songs, and I'm black. I still listen to Madonna and I'm black. So
Right.
can we define these artists?
I think it's all the
Through
marketing strategy behind it. It's all the marketing. It's all the awards that were there. You can tell it's always been like the white versus black in most situation, or the lighter, like they want to call it colorism. So it's the lighter shade versus the darker. It's the same thing in the rap game today. They would say like a light skinned girl like Ice Spice and Lotto have more chance of succeeding rather than someone dark as Megan Thee Stallion or Flo Milli.
Yeah,
it's the same thing. Jennifer Lopez has no reason to have all the fame just because she's Latina and she's supposed to be here for mi gente. Mi gente who? You don't even speak Spanish for a Puerto Rican. But I'm just saying, like, you make no sense. Like, they gave her the fame over Ashanti. That's crazy. Ashanti could have been amazing. Ashanti would have been one of the greatest. Amazing. She is amazing, but she could have been as great as Rihanna. Because where is she now? She's just in the background with Nelly.
Yeah.
And she's pregnant by Nelly. Congrats, girl.
Congrats. Congratulations.
Mm-hmm. So I think it's just a colorism consumption period. Like, it's just an overall...
Do you think it's going to stop one day? Or it's always going to be
I'm a firm believer that the future is going to be mixed. So at this point, everybody gonna look the same. Everybody's gonna look the same. So I'm just waiting. Like, there's gonna be a moment in life where everybody's gonna look the same. Hey guys, this is Eloise, and don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Now back to the video.
Do you want to talk about Shakira? Since
we
talked about J-Lo, we gotta talk about Shakira.
You know, I want to say this. Now that we've seen this side of J-Lo, did she really deserve that Super Bowl halftime show? Like,
to be honest, I watched it because of Shakira.
I think that's why she had Shakira. Because she could have done it by herself.
But yeah, Shakira or Jennifer Lopez.
Shakira
to me too.
Shakira.
Hips don't lie. Whenever waka waka girls. Waka waka It's for Africa. Hey, yo, that song when it came out in 2010, bro. I didn't care about the soccer. All I wanted was the song.
Right, FIFA who?
Okay, so we're gonna play 2 games. Okay, and. I think these games gonna be controversial.
I don't know for second game. I feel like we need to talk about
for first game. Do you want to do second game first and then
let's do first game and then second game. I think we need to have a conversation because
okay.
Yeah.
So the explanations are each generation has multiple iconic artists of their time. Can we name who's who from each era? For example, in the 2000s, Rihanna it still is big. Today, it's Tyler. People compared her. It's no cap.
She's growing. She I don't think she's here yet, but she's growing.
What do you mean you don't think she's here yet?
She's not as big as Rihanna. I don't think it's a fair comparison. Like, we need someone who's been there at least since the 2015.
Rihanna from Ponder Replay.
Yeah, but I'm just saying like 2006.
Yeah.
And then so the equivalent wouldn't be someone who's just appeared in 2018, 19. She appeared recently because she's been there, but
she's not Taylor.
She's been there.
Tyler been there. Yeah,
she's been there, but I don't know. I don't feel it yet. I don't feel it.
Really?
I don't see it.
When she did the song Water, I was like, oh, that's the next Rihanna. Will there be a next Rihanna?
I'm not sure. Because when you're great, you're great. You know? Have we found the next Whitney Houston?
Jennifer Hudson.
There you go.
The silence was...
Jennifer Hudson is amazing. She's great. But when you're great, when you're that great, is nothing to be compared with. That's what I'm saying. So
you think that Rihanna is at that stage?
She's as great as Beyonce. So like in the rap game, it's easy to get replaced. But as a pop artist, it's a little harder when you brought that game. Because it's easy to get forgotten too if you didn't bring that A game. I'm not saying that Tyler's going to get forgotten. It's going to be forgotten. But she's not there yet. Mariah Carey, Ariana Grande, I didn't think about it, but they also have 2 different styles. Mariah Carey is very R&B, very much... Because I don't think...
Okay, but Ariana can bring the R&B style and the pop style.
But I know Ariana Grande as a child. She did music for childish people back then. Back then. Yeah, about the time of Victorious when it ended, she had that song, "Let me see you put your hands up." Yeah, you see that kind of childish. So she had a lot of like working to do.
But how old was she? She was our age. She was even younger than us.
Ariana Grande is older than us.
I know, but back then she was younger than us.
But it's just, is she as good as Mariah Carey? Okay, Mariah Carey has.
But to what level you compare?
If you're talking about like vocal notes, yes.
Okay.
But Mariah Carey and Ariana Grande are just two different styles.
Okay.
Mariah Carey is just Mariah Carey, especially that Christmassy. When you think Mariah Carey, you think of Christmas. You forget that she had a whole like a bunch of albums talking about touch my body. People keep forgetting about this. Ariana Grande was very much Nickelodeon, the same transition as Selena Gomez and these other artists.
Yeah,
she came like that, so it's not the same thing. Mariah Carey really sang
Like,
and only did singing.
November 1st, Mariah Carey.
Literally.
You think about Mariah Carey. Do you think she's still the Mariah Carey she was in the 90s?
I feel like she had her ups and downs because the divorce. No, because that's a great question. But like the whole Nick Cannon situation and the other one she was fiancé to, and then she sued him for like $10 million for wasting her time. I aspire to be like that one day, just suing people for wasting my time.
Okay, so if we compare Madonna, today's Lady Gaga.
Yeah, I kind of see it.
Okay.
I kind of see it in the style, and the fashion, and the dancing. Yeah.
Okay, if we're saying Janet Jackson.
There's no one we can compare it. No, let's not do that.
Okay. Okay, if we're talking about TLC.
I feel like you're going to bring up Flo at some point. But is it TLC? Not really.
It's exactly.
That's the problem. The
like,
problem with
Flo, they're very great.
Good.
I have their song on my playlist, but it's different.
Like, it's very different. Like I don't know. Like I feel like they don't do UK groups the same way they did Spice Girls.
What do you mean?
Like Spice Girls was 5 girls. They are still successful to this day. People still want to talk to them, see them. They did their shows, their TV shows. They have so much. Mix. No, I don't compare Little Mix at all to
the Spice Girls.
Not at all.
Really?
Not at all. I don't see it.
Really?
I don't. Little Mix could be compared to Fifth Harmony. I could say that, but like,
no,
that's that genre over there. But I don't
disrespect Little Mix like that, please. Little Mix knew how to dance, sing, all of that. What
great for them.
Fifth Harmony did nothing.
The Fifth Harmony was just there.
Exactly.
But no, I don't see nobody like when you're great, you have to lead the greatest in their categories and then the rest in their other categories. Like it's not one you can really compare to.
Do you know Shania Twain?
Yes.
Who do you think I don't know country music like that.
Me neither.
Do you think Carrie Underwood?
I knew you were gonna say that. I don't think so. Because Shania Twain, from the song that keeps replaying and playing and playing, is about women empowerment. Carrie Underwood was about like a breakup song, and I'm gonna beat your ass, and it was very country like that. Like the country girls don't mess with me. Shania Twain was the polite Canadian. Therefore,
shout out to Canada. Yo, Canada have so many great artists. Like no cap.
Yeah,
we're there. Okay. I don't think you're gonna agree with what I'm gonna say, but Britney Spears, Taylor Swift. I'm talking about the.
No, you can't compare a Bugatti to a Mercedes. It's not the same. It's different worlds, different engines, different batteries, different everything. No.
Why?
Britney Spears. Britney Spears made music for your soul. You know what I'm saying? She really came with that music. Taylor Swift just made music for country and then romance and love life.
The thing is, no, because for some people, for a lot of people, Taylor Swift made great music that could touch. Like I think her song
soul,
"Anti-Hero," a lot of women, young girls can relate to that.
Same that because Britney Spears to me is in that category of like very sensual, very like she really transitioned the same way that Taylor Swift did. Because back then when you look at Britney Spears, it was getting very much innocent, very much R&B, very much that.
No, but her first song was "Baby," "Oops, Baby, One More Time." I think that was her first song.
I don't think so.
She
did many more songs before that because she was in the limelight for a long time ago.
Oh my god, we did not talk about Adele, guy. Who is the Adele of today, of back then? Could we say that Adele Okay,
It's
now
so
let me
hard.
let me.
There's no one you can say the same way you can't compare Celine Dion to anybody else. When the great is great, the great is
I was
great.
gonna say Céline Adele. Céline Adele.
Kind of, but not really. I don't know. I don't feel it to. I don't see it to an extent. She's great, but she's not that great. Like
Who? Adele?
she's not as great as Celine Dion. You know why? Because the day that Celine Dion dies, the whole world is gonna shut down.
100%.
Is it gonna be same response when Adele dies?
Maybe.
No. Even she's saying no. It's not gonna. It's gonna take some time before it gets to that. So it takes time to build up to that momentum of being the greatest. The same way everybody shut down, the whole world shut down when Michael Jackson died. The same way that the world shut down
Till
when
this
Whitney
day, I
died.
still
To this
know
day,
where I was when it happened.
there you go. This is what I'm saying.
Okay.
So
okay.
the greatest isn't the greatest. When Beyonce's gonna die, the whole planet is gonna shut
100%,
down.
100%.
There you go. So you have to leave the greatest at the greatest. Is that gonna be the same effect when Mariah Carey dies? I don't think so.
Okay. What do you have?
I don't have nobody. I was just waiting, going to see what you had to say. Because to me, there's like, it's very complicated to like want to pit people together, especially because the second game you're talking about some let's make a group, right?
Yeah.
I don't see nobody being in a group these days.
Okay, let's do game two. Okay, so the explanations are we are the CEO of the AoY Music Production House, and we need to form a super group. Okay, we have different women, artists of different backgrounds, age, and we have 7 spots to fill. Okay, so I did 90s, 2000s, and 2010s. So for the two first, we're gonna see if it works or not. When we name the artist, we need to say why we think that they would form a good group. And FYI, we're using the same system as the K-pop music jar. So yeah, so in the 90s, in the main vocal position, I said Mariah Carey.
Okay, let me just write it down because I need to see this.
Okay.
All
This
right.
is gonna be interesting, guys.
All right, sub vocal.
Sub vocal, Madonna.
This is oddly strange.
Main dancer, Janet Jackson.
Okay. But even there, okay.
Sub dancer, Aaliyah.
From like, I don't know her name.
A producer, I said Missy Elliott.
Okay.
The main rapper could be Missy Elliott. And the sub rapper could be Lil Kim. So that's my group for the 90s. So main vocal Mariah, sub vocal Madonna, main dancer Janet, sub dancer Aaliyah.
It's not giving group, it's just giving feature.
What do you mean feature?
Like, I don't know if you're the Moulin Rouge song.
Yeah.
It's just giving features. I don't see a group with that, especially with Madonna. Like, they're all different in their own ways.
Yeah.
So, like, they're already great as solo artists. So, like, why would we bring them in a group? Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, the whole thing makes no sense. If you had told me we had to do a group and you put Misty and Sierra, I could see it. They did a couple songs.
Sierra's after.
I know she's after, but I'm just saying, like, as of right now, if we had a duo that could, let's say, like, City Girls did not exist, and we were still in our Y2K era, Missy Sierra could have ate
But that's why they're doing a tour, and I'm going with my mom and sister.
Me too. We're still trying to figure out where we're gonna get our seats.
We're up there.
Oh, she wants to be close.
Your mom?
Yes.
Damn.
She was like, I want to do. Is it work? I'm like, girl, no.
Nah, I mean we're up there. Okay, so in the 2000s,
Yeah.
the main vocal is Christina Aguilera.
Okay.
The sub vocal is Kelly Clarkson.
Hold on, Christina. Okay, I'm just gonna write Christina. Sub vocal Kelly Clarkson. Okay.
Main dancer Beyonce. Sub dancer Sierra. Producer again Missy. Main rapper Eve.
Okay.
Sub rapper Remy Ma.
Hey.
Why did you do? Why did you do that?
This makes no sense.
What do you mean?
It's giving again feature. You had me at Christina and Kelly. And then as soon as you added Beyonce, Sierra, and Eve and Remy Ma in the mix, it did not give.
Why?
Remy Ma is very gangster tough, will pop on you. for some reason. I don't know if you've seen her on Love and Hip Hop. Always wants to smack everybody.
No.
Beyonce is very funny. I could if you told me Christina Kelly Beyonce, maybe it could work. Sierra
As a sub dancer, as a dancer.
Yeah, but we're talking about group regardless. Whether you're a dancer and a singer,
I know, cool. but she would be.
The thing is, Kelly doesn't dance. Kelly is not a you shake that ass to.
So
how are you gonna make that?
You can make songs that are.
If you told me Kelly and Jennifer Hudson had a song together, I believe it. Kelly and Christina goes together. Kelly, Christina, and Beyonce goes together. But Sierra, Missy, Eve, I had to think about it. Missy, she's a great producer. She's done great things. Remy Ma, that's a reach.
Okay.
Remy Ma, you're pressing it.
Okay. So far, my groups are not debuting.
I just don't see anything happening. I don't see nothing. It's two worlds. It's different worlds. It's different worlds. Like, I don't know. Like, am I crazy?
Okay. In the 2010s, the main vocal is Adele.
Okay.
Sub vocal is Jessie J.
Okay.
Main dancer Normani.
Okay.
Sub dancer Lady Gaga. Lady Gaga danced.
I know she dances, but
as a sub dancer.
Okay, producer.
I didn't find anything.
Okay, so we're gonna spend
and main rapper Nicki.
Okay.
Sub rapper Megan.
There's a beef going on. I don't know how this is gonna happen.
But that's a good group. Adele, Jessie J, Normani, Lady Gaga.
I can see Normani, Nicki, and Megan. I was gonna say Mickey. Mickey and Megan. Okay, so I can see Normani, Nicki, and Megan make it. Yes, Lady Gaga is the odd one for me.
Why?
Jessie J is in her own delusional world with Channing Tatum. Are they still together? I don't know.
I don't think so.
I don't know, child. Adele is great by herself. Has Adele ever been on a feature?
No.
There you go. So this is why I'm kind of like second guessing it.
Wait.
Because I'm like, has Adele ever been on a feature, and would it work with Jessie J? I feel like she could work with Beyonce, like she could work with Nicki. I feel like she wouldn't be a bad add to a song, but has she ever been on a feature that we know of?
Oh yeah, she was Childish Gambino, One and Only.
Okay, but like, how come we didn't hear that song?
In 2011.
No.
So she wow, I did not knew that. So okay, what are your groups?
I don't have no groups.
So far my groups are not debuting at all.
I just don't see them together. Like nobody. This is what I'm saying. Everybody's great in their own talents, and I don't think we need to mash them up together to make a group. They could be great for a feature, but they're not gonna be. Even for a feature, is pushing it. But like, you have to make sure that the voice go together, the energy is together, the vibe is together. I don't see that vibe. I feel like they would be good friends to get some wine with and catch up on the tea. Like, what happened this week for the tea? What's tea, Buki? But, like, other than that, I don't know. Like, Jessie J's in her own world. Adele's her own world. Normani, if you told me Normani, Coco, Joan, Nicki, and Megan, I'd buy it.
Coco.
I'd definitely buy it.
Okay, yeah.
I'm not saying that we shouldn't, like, it's fine that we made a mix of white and black. But like, I'm just saying.
Oh, that was not my intention. It was.
Oh,
it
okay,
was
so
literally just like as an
top
artist.
of your head.
Yeah.
Me, I don't see it. Like, Lady Gaga is an odd one in this one. Like, very odd. And I don't know. Like, you have to put people where they fit.
Okay, what are yours?
I don't put it either because I don't see it. I don't see it. To me, everybody's a feature.
What's your group?
I don't have a group. Like I'm saying, I don't see a group happening. I don't see a group in this day and age, except for what's working for K-pop. I don't see a group happening. Like, even Flow, I'm like debating if it's gonna last forever.
I agree with you.
There you go. This is what I'm saying. Like, most of these people get in a group to get the clout, and then at the end of the day, they just want to have a solo career. Because solo is harder to get since there's too many solo artists. Rather than just being in a group, trying to stand out because you have the same vibe. And then if you make enough content about your group, then you could be great. Flow, to me, came out of nowhere. Could we say that Flow is industry plants? Same thing that they're saying that Ice Spice is an industry plant. They're saying that Cardi B is an industry plant, what I believe too. Megan, I believe that she's just been quirky and fun, so I don't think she's an industry plant. But it's a lot of them, like, nowadays, it doesn't work. And then those that other great artists that you named prior would just make a great feature song. Would they come in as a group? No.
So on that note, we're gonna end the podcast. I hope you liked it. I hope you enjoyed this subject, women in power. Even though we talk about a lot of things.
Yeah.
Other than women in power.
Yeah.
Subscribe to YouTube, subscribe to Apple Podcasts, subscribe to Spotify Podcasts, TikTok, Instagram, X.
Also, comment down below, like, who do you think would replace some of our favorites?
Yeah.
Who do you think would make a super group? Because maybe I don't see it the way that she said. Maybe you guys see it. So it would be interesting to see, like, what you guys have to say. But other than that, thank you for watching.
Bye.